we repeat stirring. Do you get that?
I did, yes. That's enough.
And now what do we repeat?
Put it back in the microwave. You can't carry it across the kitchen because it's a little dangerous, so we leave it in the microwave.
And what do we do for safety?
What?
Put that on there so we don't spill or do anything wrong. Now, we repeat stir. We've already done that. 7 cook. Start. We've done that. When it stops, stir it. And we've done all those. Repeat. We've done all of them. Now we need to do 5 again. Back into the oven it goes. Can you see which number?
On high.
High. What number? What number do we want?
1 minute, don't we?
Now that is going. Now we can read the other part of the recipe. Put the butter into your bowl. We've already done that.
Shall I see?
So that's
How
in the
much
bowl.
butter did you use?
1 spoon using this.
Excellent.
It's very sticky.
And to save washing up, we've used the same spoon that we're going to eat with, haven't we?
Yes.
And while that's cooking, why don't you get your sugar and your cinnamon out?
Okay, let's go. So here they are. And do we have honey? Do we want honey on?
I don't think we've got honey today, so shall we just do cinnamon and sugar?
I think there's some honey in here. There's a few little parts of honey. And now this is done. We got this out.
Put your cinnamon down. You can only do one thing in your hand at a time, especially when it's hot.
And now we stir it again.
Go that side. And we repeat that process until your porridge is thick and cooked.
And now you can ask me a question.
Okay, is that enough stirring?
I think so.
Yes.
Do you think?
I do think so. Do you see it starting to steam, which means
It's almost ready.
it's hot?
Yes. That means now we'll put the porridge into bowl.
Well, we can't yet because it's not quite
No.
ready yet, so we're going to repeat our whole cooking process, aren't we?
One more time.
That's right, so that is...
So start that. Yes. Now that's repeated. Until that's done, ask me a few more questions.
Okay, first of all, put your cinnamon over there by your bowl.
You need to ask me questions.
Oh, okay. How easy have you found it to make porridge?
Really easy.
And what's helped you a lot?
Nothing really.
Was the recipe easy to follow?
Yes, it
So
was.
we wrote the recipe. Shall I look at the recipe on the camera? So we show everybody your recipe. So this is Mara's porridge recipe.
And
we
that's-
wrote.
So there's all these. So
What
these
are the
are what we
ingredients?
need, and these are how we're going to do it.
Okay, so what are the ingredients in porridge, Mara?
Oats, milk, cinnamon and sugar, of course.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I can't tell that anymore because we have some porridge ready.
Now this is turned the other way so people can see. This is where you start having to be very careful, don't you? Because it's starting to get hot, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it thickening yet?
Look, do you think?
It's not ready yet, so we're going to cook it.
One more time. We're going to cook it a few more times because it's still...
We might have added a little bit too much water perhaps, but that doesn't matter.
No.
We just keep cooking until it's ready.
Yeah. Now let's go on with
Oops,
this.
you opened the microwave by mistake, so you have to press start again. That's it.
Okay, so now you can ask the questions again. Oh, and we need spoon butter.
We've done that, yes. So those are all the ingredients, and what we had to do was prepare everything beforehand, didn't we?
Yes.
So what did you do?
So we got bowl and a spoon, some butter, and we got the milk, got the oats, got the cinnamon and sugar, and we had our recipe. We got our bowl, we got these, and we got our water, and then we got everything ready.
So it was all about being well prepared, wasn't it?
Yes.
What optional things can you put in your porridge apart from cinnamon and sugar?
I can put... Oh, stop. We need to go. Do you think that looks good so far now?
I think you should stir it first so we can see.
It looks good.
It's starting to look much better. I think 1 more minute will work.
Yes. Starting to look good, just like porridge.
So Mara is putting her spoon into her cup each time she's finished stirring, and that's to keep everything nice and clean, isn't it?
Yes. That we press that first, and which one?
The bottom one, isn't
we
it?
need to do this one. That is correct.
But you need to tell the children that everybody's microwave is a bit different, so they'll have
And
to
everyone's microwave is a bit different.
so they'll have to get somebody to help them set it
Yes.
the first time.
Now we're just waiting for this to go.
Right. Optional ingredients for the
Okay.
porridge.
So those actual ingredients are... What are these?
Raspberries.
Raspberries. What are these?
I think blackberries or
Blackberries.
blueberries.
And...
Raisins, if we've got.
Nope.
But
That's
if you had at home, could you use them?
Yes, maybe. And these are all of them. What do we use this for?
That's for tea making, so that's for different things.
But why is it attached to there?
Just-
You can open that and then grab some.
Okay.
And then everything.
So do you think of anything else you can add to your porridge?
I don't know. Oh,
What about banana?
I don't really like
You don't
putting
like it, but maybe other children like banana.
Yes, I like banana.
And chocolate spread could be another one.
Yeah.
How's your porridge looking?
Good.
Let's have a look in your bowl now. Okay, let me see how thick it is. It's taking quite a while to cook today because
Yeah.
I think we added a little bit too much water. So we are going to just do it for another.
And that's a lot of cooking.
Yeah.
Now, what do we do? Hi. Yes. Now, started. We have that for optional ingredient. Honey.
We love honey, don't we, on our
Yeah.
porridge?
Yes. Chocolate spread.
Jam. Some people like jam, don't they?
And jam. What else could you put on?
Fruit.
Another. More. And you can put Nutella on.
Okay.
And which one would you choose?
For me,
Yes.
and honey.
Okay, so I would choose honey and that chocolate spread. Those two.
What is that beeping sound, Mara?
Oh, we need to get that out of the oven. Ooh.
And we place it on a nice flat sturdy surface while we're stirring, don't we? And we stir gently so we don't
Splash.
and burn ourselves.
Yes. And what do we do when it's stuck to the side?
You scrape.
We scrape.
Ooh.
That is correct. And can you see what I did? I was scraping. So scrape, scrape, scrape.
Now, do you think the porridge is thick enough yet
Do you
for
look?
you?
Do you think?
Well, it's personal preference, but what do you think?
I think
Pick it up
it
on your
needs-
spatula and drop it down a blob so you can see whether you think it's thick enough.
I think it needs.
It looks perfect to me.
Yes.
So now what do we do?
Put that in there. Close that. Take it over here. Put it on there, and get these. And now we get up and
What's your next instruction?
put the butter into your bowl. We've already done that. Put the porridge into the bowl. Smooth the spoon. And let's pour it in. There.
So we've made quite a lot of porridge. That's probably enough for 2 people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or if you were super hungry like your brother. Okay, that's enough, I think. That's enough.
Wait, there's a little bit more.
You don't have to put it all in.
I
It
just
could
do.
be for somebody else.
If I don't finish it, I always put it back in the bowl.
So could you use something else for scraping your bowl out?
Yeah. Just put that in there. Ooh, that was a good save, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
You could use your spatula to scrape. So you could get more. In the bowl. Do you think that's clean
It's
enough?
good enough because let me tell you, that's a big bowl of porridge.
Yes, it's clean enough. And now, we've done that. Add cinnamon and sugar. And we could put some optional things in. And I can't open those stuff, so it's hard. So
It is
my
quite
Oma helps me.
What have you got in that container, Mara?
Cinnamon and sugar.
It's mixed already. But if I didn't have it mixed together in that container, what would I do?
You would have to mix it in this bowl.
Okay.
Just one more little speck. Sometimes it does go everywhere. Don't you know? Because look. Now what do we do? We have to put that back.
So it's important to tidy up when you're finished, isn't it?
Yes. It is. And let's put some optional things in, like honey.
I think let's leave the honey off today because it needs to be heated up.
Yes. Or we could take these. I would take these.
Okay.
So let's take them. Now, somebody needs to open these. These are very hard. Oops. And very slippery.
Oh, dried fruit.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Dried fruit is very nice in porridge. So I put, you know what I'm going to say. Now, close that. And then we open the cover. That's really hard to open still.
Hold it there for me and I'll clip the lid for you.
And that's how we open those. Put them on.
I think we've done enough now.
And we have.
Instructions?
And now we close this.
I'll do that for you in a minute, okay?
So we need to close it now so that fruit flies don't get in.
Okay, you hold it there and then, oh, I can't do this with one hand. Okay, let's do this. Mind that little hand for me. This is a very good airtight container.
Now we've got those there. Now, what do we do? Stir.
If you've made it too thick, Mara, what could you do?
I do not know.
You could add a bit more milk.
Yeah.
Couldn't you?
But this is perfect.
Because the butter will.
And now, number 15, enjoy. So that's how we make porridge.
Beautiful. And could we have a taste test, please?
Yes. Delicious. Now let's put everything away. All this cooking and stuff. Can you tell me where to put stuff away?
If you can't remember, I can.
Where does this go?
Well, is it used?
Yes.
So it's dirty. Where do we put dirty dishes?
Right over there.
Or in the
Sink.
dishwasher.
Dishwasher. And we put this in here.
That's the fridge.
And now, where does these go? They're dirty. So they go there. And this is not dirty. So this can go back where it belongs.
Okay.
Now, if that's there, where that goes, you have to take that, and when you're done, do that again. That's why I was doing that, to show you. But this is right here. Now, we've done. And that's all the recipes. Right there.
So thank you for showing us how to make porridge, Mara. Would you like to say bye-bye to everybody?
Bye. This porridge is delicious though.